of regarding. Yeah. So shall we discuss mean reversal of 34 EMA or some similar kind of strategy? Because these have been giving excellent opportunities. Sanjay has been giving them regularly, whether it's 5 year time frame or any other time frame. If you need them, we'll discuss. If you remember it already, then there is no need of discussing it. One can unmute and tell, because it's not possible for me to keep on checking chat messages back to back.
सर जी एक बार रिवाइज करिए ना तो.
Okay, we'll cover that in short. Yeah, एक short time में revise करता हूँ, but please try to follow that. It has been giving excellent result.
Yes, sir.
So let us move to the chart first.
Anand sir, recording.
Yeah, started.
Okay.
So this is a Nifty chart. Everyone can see this.
Yes.
My voice is clear, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So what does our strategy says of mean reversal? There are various EMAs in the attached. I will be not covering all of them. I will give you just a brief for to be followed on a lower time frame. What it says is, on a 5 time frame, 34 EMA get tested at least once in a day. 34 EMA on 5-minute charts. This is for Nifty future. दिन में एक बार ये टेस्ट होता है. अब हाउ डू यू कैलकुलेट दिस डे? यूनिट आपको प्रीवियस डे का टाइमिंग से आज के टाइमिंग तक उसको कंसीडर करना है. सिंपल. प्रीवियस डे लास्ट कब चेक टेस्ट हुआ था, वहां से इसको आज के उस टाइम तक टेस्टिंग का चांसेस है. Which means if we take case of this year, on 6th July, 2:55 2:55 का जो कैंडल था 2:55 PM का, उस टाइम पे उसने टेस्ट किया था 34 EMA. So it had a time to test it back till 2:55, यानी कि approximately 3 o'clock till on 7th of July. It had a time to test till that time. It has tested before that. Where do we get an opportunity in such a trades? Say it does not get tested by 2 o'clock and the price difference to the EMA is around 50 plus. Price difference is around, say, even 30 or 40 point difference will do if you're option seller. Because in an hour, in 1 hour, EMA won't be traveling more than 30 points or so, unless the move is very violent one, which rarely we see after a gap up or so. यानी कि अगर इतने देर तक वो टेस्ट किया हुआ है तो उसके बाद में वायलेंट मूव आने का चांस बहुत कम रहता है. सो 30 पॉइंट से ज्यादा का अगर ईएमए में डिफरेंस दिख रहा है, अगर आप ऑप्शन सेलर हो, यू कैन सिंपली टेक अ ट्रेड टारगेटिंग ईएमए टेस्ट. यानी कि अगर अप मूव चल रहा है तो आप कॉल सेल करो, डाउन मूव चल रहा है तो पुट सेल करो. ऑल्टरनेटिवली यू कैन लुक फॉर द इन द मनी ऑप्शन लॉन्ग. व्हाई आई एम मेंशनिंग इन द मनी ऑप्शन लॉन्ग इज आपको लेस मार्जिन पे एक 10-20 पॉइंट्स मिल सकते हैं, या एटलीस्ट लॉस कम होगा, क्योंकि देयर इज ए पॉसिबिलिटी कि प्राइस वहीं पे रहे एंड ईएमए इटसेल्फ कम दे. यानी कि प्राइस 20 पॉइंट्स के रेंज में ट्रेड करेगा और ईएमए अपने आप अप मूव में आ जाए ट्रेंडिंग, क्योंकि अप मूव में ट्रेंडिंग में ईएमए इट विल रीच टुवर्ड्स द प्राइस. द ईएमए कैन टेस्ट द प्राइस बाय ईएमए मूविंग हायर और प्राइस कैन मूव टुवर्ड्स द ईएमए. इन बोथ द केस test can happen. There is a two possibilities. So we need to focus where our risk is minimum. Whether you sell an option, in such a case, the probability of test is high. So the option crossing its earlier high is very less. यानी कि हाई का स्टॉप लॉस लगा दोगे ऑप्शन का 5 पॉइंट हायर का, तो इन सच केस 5-10 पॉइंट का रिस्क रहेगा. या आप इन द मनी ऑप्शन में ट्रेड करो. इन बोथ द केस दिस इज द लो रिस्क अपॉर्चुनिटी. EMA test once it done, you can exit the trade. Here was this trade, you see. 4th July, 210, it got tested. On 5th of July, it need to get tested by 210. It got tested by 1230, 1240. यानी कि इसने opportunity नहीं दिया, but since the price was so high, around 1610, it was given that यहाँ से एक up move इसमें sustain नहीं रहेगा ज़्यादा दूर तक, because time still only 1 hour was left. In 1 hour, price already here the price difference was 16,010, 15,960, 50 point. So any up move beyond 16,050 was a good trade opportunity for looking at a EMA test. किसी को अगर कुछ डाउट आ रहा है इमीडिएट पूछ लीजिएगा. Ask then and there.
नहीं सर, ये क्लियर है.
Apart from this, as I have just now we were discussing with Sanjay, this up move or this down move hasn't given too many great opportunities to be traded on other EMAs. Only 34 EMA on 5 time frame was the one which was giving good opportunities. Observe over here. 20th of June, 3:10, excellent gap up move. On this day, I don't know why is this gap in this chart over here. This was 3 o'clock approximate, 3:05, 3 o'clock if you assume. On this 21st of June, it needs to get tested by 3 o'clock. 245 EMA was not tested over here. 230 you can say this time, and price was moving around 15,700. EMA was 15,640, 650. So it was more than 50 points gap. Price could not move higher, and it has ultimately tested it. So it was a 50 point plus kind of move. Time was just half an hour. So now it was an excellent trade opportunity over here. यार अब तो ये डिप करेगा, अपसाइड तो कैप्ड है इसको फॉर नाउ. देयर हैव बीन वेरी रेयरेस्ट ऑफ द रेयर एक्सेप्शंस की ये उस दिन टेस्ट ही नहीं करता है फुल डे में, देन नेक्स्ट डे इट गिव्स अ गैप डाउन. इवन वी हैव एनकाउंटर्ड दिस, राइट संजय?
Yes, Anand. So just for the benefit of the audience, I've been tracking this thing since 27th of November. So only on 3 days, I would say that 34 EMA did not get tested. One was 7th of March. Then there were 2 more instances. So in all of the 3 instances, the next day it has either, in all cases, it has actually gapped down, or twice it has gapped down, and I remember once it has gapped up. As Anand said, if it doesn't get tested in the daily 24 whatever the daily time frame in which it has to get, then next day it will either gap up or gap down. So it works beautifully, and I've been following this since every day since 27th of November, basing all my trades on the 5-minute time frame EMAs from 34 EMA to 233 EMA. So yeah, I can validate first hand.
And now इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि you bet all your 100% of your capital, 100% risk
exactly,
free.
yeah.
Risk management is important. That's why I mentioned look for in the money options so that our risk is defined. In the money option को ट्रेड लीजिए या ऑप्शन सेलिंग ले सकते हो क्योंकि प्रीमियम एडवांटेज मिलेगा. आप एट द मनी ऑप्शन बेच रहे हो तो आपको ऑलरेडी इसका प्रीमियम इतना हाई रहेगा कि सो यू गेट ए एडवांटेज कि यार risk is defined at for some time. I would normally suggest if you are not too good at option writing, go for in the money option buying. Benefit कम आएगा, 20 points का ही आएगा, 30 points का आएगा, but at least you will get low risk पे high return. At times you get even 50 point plus when the move is fast. Now if you have understood 34 EMA, there is simply इसी को आपको extrapolate करना है. Look for the number of candles double to the EMA. यानी कि अगर आप 100 EMA लगाओ या 200 EMA लगाओ या 233 EMA लगाओ, anything. Look for double the candles. यानी कि आप 100 EMA लगा रहे हो, you need to look at 200 candles, and in a day there are 75 candles of 5 minutes. So approximately within 3 days, 100 EMA needs to get tested, right? 75, 75, 75. Within 3 days,
Yes.
100 EMA needs to get tested. So look for the next opportunity. आपको 34 EMA नहीं है, 100 EMA में कहीं बड़ा opportunity मिल रहा है क्या, या 200 EMA में. These are when we get some excellent opportunities. If the trend is too strong up move, this one. 23rd of June, 230, it got tested 100 EMA. 24th June, it did not get tested. 25th June, 25th to 26th was holiday. 27th June, it has got tested. And before it did not give opportunity for third day to get started. Had this moved ahead 5900 above on this day, next day there was an excellent opportunity in this case. So the point is simple. Look for the opportunity. कहाँ पे कुछ EMA test pending है क्या, देखते रहो. And this applies to any time frame, not just 5 time frame. Even on 100 time frame, hourly time frame. Even you can look at for a 15-minute time frame, 30-minute time frame, any time frame. देखो कहाँ पे opportunity मिल रहा है. Just try to capture that. We basically get most of the time only in 5 time frame. When the trend is too strong, one side, we get an opportunity in 100 EMA or 200 EMA. Some good opportunities. 34 EMA we get a daily. Opportunity daily नहीं मिलेगा, but test के लिए अगर कभी gap अच्छा आ रहा है, specifically when there is a gap ups, those are the days where we can look at this 34 EMA test day. और ऐसा नहीं कि खाली gap up आए, gap down भी आ सकता है. Gap open अगर है and a gap is of 200 plus point, then we get a good opportunities. You need to be alert कि time कब खत्म हो रहा है. Calculate yourself, या ये time तक test होना है. And just look 1 hour before the testing time, where is the Nifty, where is 34 EMA, and if it's 50 point above difference, then it is a trade opportunity. Even if you are having a trade in a direction of a trend, then you can hedge it at least. Here additional point मिल जाएंगे ये तो. Partial book कर लो या hedge कर लो, you get an additional point. Clear?
Yes.
Clear.
Everyone, with mean reversal of EMA on slower time frames.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, we won't be dealing with the other higher time frame. जो daily पे जो mean reversal है, which already webinar has been shared, recording has been shared. Or of late, it hasn't been giving any great trade opportunities. So we'll move to something different over here. Those who have been following volume expansion strategies or giving importance to volume at least, they should not have missed this move around this bottom. Now, why I say so is, remember one thing always. The moment you see the lower or higher volume, very low volume or dull volume or high volume, it is an indication that highly likely trend is about to be paused, at least to get paused if it not getting reversed. Why? Just question, who is the creator of these volumes? It is basically the smart money. Because retail के पास इतना ताकत नहीं है कि वो daily 1 crore plus के volume कर सके. In its Nifty future, when I am talking of, even stocks में भी smart money, Biggie is the creator of the volume always. Who is the taker of the volumes? It's the retail. Everyone with me? Anyone any doubt in this? If you have understood this, you have understood the volume game. Creator of the volume is smart money, taker of the volume is retail. There will be instances where retail en masse will be joining and it creates the volume. This happens at the extreme positions, extreme moves around the extreme ends where sentiment is at extreme. यानी कि पूरा गांव बोल रहा है कि कल दुनिया खत्म होने वाली है, सब माल बेचने में उतर गए हैं. These are a very extreme volume, and this happens only at the fag end of a trend. Remember this. Apart from this, 99.9% of the time, smart is the creator of the volume, retail is the taker of the volume. If you have understood this concept of the volume, and this is the first time I'm sharing this, in last so many years, I have never shared this, even at the workshop. The whole concept of the understanding price and volume lies in this, understanding this simple volume concept. If you can crack this, chart trading becomes very easy. So look at this volume and on these lows. There was this high volume candle at this extreme on a breakdown. But just before this, the volume were complete dull. Look at this volume. Now, I was traveling during this period. I could not capture this completely. I've already tweeted, mentioned that I'll be away from the market for 10 days or so. Look at this volume over here. These volumes have been very dull compared to last 2-3 months. So dull volume a day before, and suddenly we see so high volume. There were two possibilities for this. Either this was the retail created volume because of the breakdown, or smart created volume. On this day, there were two possibilities. If it was the smart money created volume because of the fresh breakdown, there should have been good follow through going ahead and a fast violent move. There should have been fast move, which we normally observe because this is a continuation breakdown volume. For a fresh breakdown, for a fresh leg, और ये कंटिन्यू करेगा अगर स्मार्ट का था तो. But what we observed is there is no follow through beyond this consistently or aggressive move. In fact, even in this high volume, the move got, look at the second day. Even in this high volume, there was no big follow through at all. Second day, we are getting good volumes and still no follow through. This was the indication likely down move is getting paused. Smart money has, on this day, smart money has created volume, and on this day, it was the retail who was creating the volume and smart money was completely absorbing it. लाओ मेरे को दे दो, यानी यहाँ पे स्मार्ट मनी ने गेम किया, रिटेल यहाँ पे पैनिक में आ गया, एंड फैग इन में रिटेल हैज क्रिएटेड वॉल्यूम एंड स्मार्ट मनी इज अब्सॉर्बिंग इट, completely absorbed, no follow through move, no aggressive move. And the moment this high got crossed, this was a trade entry opportunity. And this high once it got crossed, it has also crossed the midpoint of high volume candle. And in a volume expansion concept, we already learned that midpoint of high volume candle getting crossed, it normally tests the other end of the candle. It got tested. Observe this move. Excellent consolidation. Breakout with again good volume. Look this. यहाँ पे आपको ग्रीन बाइंग वॉल्यूम आ रहा है, यानी कि यहाँ डाउन मूव के बाद जब रिटेल वॉल्यूम बना रहा है, स्मार्ट मनी उसको ऑब्जर्व कर रहा है. स्लो एंड स्टेडी. The moment you see dull volume, move take and pause, and this dull volume was right around the resistance. Down move आया, again यहाँ पे रिटेल ने वॉल्यूम दिया, स्मार्ट मनी absorbed it, taken away. Now here come the critical part. On this day, 15,900 got crossed. This resistance got crossed nicely, but it could not close above it. But volumes were missing. Every group members must be remembering on this day, 115, I have clearly mentioned the message, buy above 15,900 with stop loss of 15,780. Who remember this message?
Yeah,
You
I
tweeted
do.
that one. I remember.
I've shared this message already to the group member in a live market. Around 10:30. Now Nifty future sustain above 15,900. Look for longs. This was my message. Why I was confident of 15,900 crossing पे long अब यहाँ पे ले लो. On this day I did not mention this, but why I mentioned this? Look for longs. The reason was simple. इतने बड़े रेसिस्टेंस पे आपको वॉल्यूम्स आर मिसिंग बिकॉज अंडरस्टैंड थिंग यहाँ पे अगर स्मार्ट मनी वॉल्यूम क्रिएट नहीं कर रहा है व्हाट इज ही लुकिंग एट? ही इज लुकिंग एट समथिंग हायर प्राइस. अगर उसको हाई प्राइस दिख रहा है तो वो यहाँ क्यों बेचेगा? अगर आपको कुछ प्रोडक्ट बेचना है एंड यू आर लुकिंग एट कि यार आपको यू आर क्वाइट कॉन्फिडेंट कि आपको 16,200 प्लस मिलना है, व्हाई विल यू सेलेक्ट 5,900? तो यहाँ पे अगर वॉल्यूम इससे हाई आते थे ऑन दिस डे आई वुड नॉट हैव सेड कि go long above 5,900. I would have said go long only above 16,000. This high of this candle. But since these volumes were missing, यानी कि I understood कि retail has been trapped in this down move. Now only thing needed was the price confirmation to me. So why I was waiting for 5,900? There was two things. One, price resistance of this day. One more thing important was first our high was around 15,870 or 880 something on that day. Before it gave a dip till 780. Yeah, this one. Sixth of July. This was the high around 15,880, 85. It gave a dip. यहाँ पे एक high था, gave a dip till 780 and again it was high, it was consolidating. The moment it crossed this 5,900, this was the final pullback before it takes off. Observe the volumes in this move. These are lower time frame, the volume तो उतना important नहीं आएगा, but comparative to these volumes, morning volumes, and observe these volumes. So smart money was waiting कि कोई तो भी और एक बचा हुआ तो मेरे को सेल करने वाला है कम भाव में तो मैं ले लेता हूँ before it takes away, and it took off. And since then it is a good trending move. Minor pullbacks, moves higher. Minor pullbacks, move higher. I always keep on repeating one thing with respect to price. Actually, two statements with respect to price. Those who remember that, anyone can remember that or tell again. किसी को याद है? When it comes to price, market behavior with respect to price. There are two important statements. I keep on repeating them always. No one remember them. Market always respect price level. Price levels, important price levels are always respected by the market. Don't I say this? But no one
Yes.
remember. And one more.
Scam.
Price market moves from one price level to other. यानी कि one supply zone से next supply zone, one demand zone to next demand zone. One price level if crossed, then market generally move towards the next price level. Right?
Yeah, that's why you always talk in terms of reference levels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like always keep on telling this. This is the simple behavior of the market. Market is very simple if you understand these things. Price को अगर आप समझ चुके हो, प्राइस कैसा बिहेव करता है मार्केट में, आप हिस्टोरिकल कौन सा भी चार्ट निकाल के देख लो. यू टेक एनी डैम चार्ट ऑफ एनी इंस्ट्रूमेंट विच इज क्वाइट नाइसली liquidly traded, take any number of year back chart and observe the price reference. and observe how it behaves around those references in future. Human memory may forget the price level, but market never forget. Market को वो याद रहता है. So any major price reference level is always respected by the market. So 15900 once crossed, next quite resistance was this gap zone 16200, and quite logical resistance comes around 16. First is this around 16500 plus, which was the initiative selling, which has given this fast down move. But actual important reference comes around 16780, this 800 plus wala. Why this actual is? Because these high volumes, as per volume expansion, back to back ये दो तीन वॉल्यूम आए, these have the potential to test this. इतने बड़े वॉल्यूम्स है, वो ये टारगेट लेके आ सकते हैं, unless we see volumes higher than this in this move. यहाँ पे कहीं इतने बड़े वॉल्यूम्स अगर आ गए तो ये रिजेक्ट हो सकता है, नेग्लेक्ट हो सकता है. Else until then this is a quite likely target. But 16200 was a given. Smart money has not created much volume around 15900. If we have read this, the next day once 15900 was crossed, the first ever high was crossed, it was a very sitter trade. यार 100-120 पॉइंट के रिस्क पे आपको ट्रेड मिल रहा है इंडेक्स में less than 1%. What else do you need? Understand this. Price move from one level to other level. Price market respect the price level. And number, this is the with respect to price. And when it comes to volume, observe try to read the volume. Who is creating the volume and who is absorbing the volume? Simple. And if you look at yesterday's move, these volumes are very less. Little higher than this day volume, but not too great. And price is in this gap zone. यानी अगर स्मार्ट मनी को यहाँ पे सेल करना था, अगर फ्राइडे उसने नहीं किया, मंडे ये करना चाहिए. If we do not see high volumes around this zone over here, simple previous day जो सपोर्ट था या ये जो 16,000 के ऊपर का ब्रेकआउट के पास का जो लो था, इसको ये जब तक नेग्लेक्ट नहीं होगा, it has created a target of 16,600. What is this level? 16,548. नहीं 16,500 प्लस का टारगेट इसने ओपन कर दिया है. If we do not see volume, यानी smart money is not creating volume over here, which means he is expecting higher price. And what is the next reference? Next higher reference is 16,500 plus and ultimately 16,800. So this looks high likely based on the volumes, based on the volume getting created in a trending move. Unless we see a high volume over here or a very dull volume over here and next day we see a gap down. There is a possibility for this. And in a gap down, we need to see good volumes. Volume build up आना चाहिए, trending move आना चाहिए. So the moment 16,000 below Nifty future sustains or closes, or 15,950 to be precise. Until then, this has opened a target of around 16,800. Provided we do not see any high volumes again. This is a Nifty general view for the July series. Now coming to the medium term view. So far this move looks good, but when we look at the longer picture, since the breakdown below the 16,000, 16,200 levels, this range breakdown, this was a multi-month range. Downside target has not yet completed. Even if we assume this month have been a false breakdown, the bottom formation does not look too good to be trusted. So what does this say is there is a possibility of one more dip from 16,800 or higher levels towards this 14,200, 300 to complete this range breakdown target. Now 16,800 के पास से आता है या यहीं पे 16,500 के पास से एक बड़े वॉल्यूम बन जाता है, that is to be seen. वॉल्यूम अलर्ट करेंगे, until then mind is set for the target of 16,700, 800 वाला जो जोन है वहां पे. there are two things why I think, this is my personal view, कि ये bottom formation strong नहीं है. One is, after such a trending down move, I haven't seen market consolidating so much and giving a up move in a last leg. यानी अगर ये लास्ट लेग था मार्केट का डाउन मूव का, इट शुड हैव रिकवर्ड इट इन इक्वल टाइम और जस्ट 1 day हायर. यानी 1 2 3 days, third day it has hit a blow. After this 1 2 3 4 5 days it has taken to cross that high from this immediate swing high if you say. और यहाँ से भी लो, when if you consider from this 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 days, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15, already 15 days done. I have rarely seen market taking so long time to cross the last leg. Even मार्च 2020 का अगर आप बॉटम पे चले जाइए, वो 3 या 4 डेज में रिकवर कर लिया जो वहां से गया था. Let us look that. Here, it has taken approximately 2 or 3 days, you can say, to break this. यहाँ हाई से लो पे it was around 15-16% move, and it has recovered 20% in 3-4 days. To be precise, 3.5 days. Similar time में it has recovered 20%. यानी इतना बड़ा मूव भी था तो इसने रिकवर किया है. हिस्टोरिकली दिस हैज बीन द पैटर्न. अगर लॉन्ग ट्रेंड अगर खत्म होना है, यानी मेजर ट्रेंड रिवर्सल आना है, it normally recovers in an equal time. This time it has taken much longer time. So I am little skeptical with respect to that कि ये bottom done है. Ultimately, we'll initiate a short only when we see a fresh sell signal. अपना दिल कह रहा है कि bottom done नहीं है long medium term में. इसका मतलब ये नहीं कि I keep on shorting at every level. जिगर, mind is not accepting कि bottom done नहीं है, but wait for the fresh sell signal. Got it?
Yes.
अगर आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, step ahead, because what the present chart is telling, trend is long, go for the long. अगर आपको दिल long नहीं मान रहा है, move ahead, short मत कीजिए, at least loss मत कीजिए, 1 महीना ट्रेड मत कीजिए. क्या होगा? Wait for the next sell opportunity. The moment you see a sell opportunity, punch your orders in quantities, and because at that time you have a stop loss triggered by the market. यहाँ के मार्केट ने एक स्टॉप लॉस दे देगा. जब सेल सिग्नल देगा मार्केट पे, उसके साथ एक स्टॉप लॉस देगा. जैसे बाय सिग्नल दिया था तो उसके साथ एक सेल स्टॉप लॉस दिया था, नेगेशन लेवल दिया था. So until then, trend remains up, but larger picture, to me personally, I will be looking for a down move, one more down kick. This happens from 16,500, 800, और हो सकता है मंडे से स्टार्ट हो जाए, who knows. The moment I see a next sell signal, next to good volumes, I look for the next down move, and I'll be aiming for the target of 14,300 near about. Now there is something I keep on talking of when it comes to first hour high or low. Don't know how many are still following that. I kept on repeating it when it comes to Nifty at least. First hour high and low are very important references to give you a trend for a day. 10 o'clock तक जो भी निफ्टी में हाई या लो है, वो 80% of the time give a precedence to the trend. यानी अगर हाई क्रॉस करता है, then there is 80% probability कि फिर से वो लो ब्रेक नहीं होगा. रेस्ट ऑफ द रेयर केस में वो होता है, बिकॉज उसके लिए 80% probability ट्रेड है वो. And that was the reason why I said now if 15,900 gets crossed, we can look for the long with a stop of on this day. First hour high cross हो रहा है, stop loss was 15,780. First hour low. Specifically when we are looking for the reversals, this mostly happens. ये नॉर्मली क्या करता था, एक बार लो ब्रेक करके फिर इमीडिएट रिवर्स मारता था, हाई फिर से क्रॉस करता था. रेयर केस में, बट फर्स्ट और हाई गॉट क्रॉस, गेव ए डिप एंड इट रिवर्स्ड बैक. व्हाट हैपेंड यस्टरडे? First hour low once got broken. It gave a pullback, but it could not cross the high and again gave a dip. Try to observe this also. Apart from 34 EMA, I have been trading based on this first hour high or low since last 7-8 years. This is a 80% trade opportunity. उसमें opportunity आपको ज़्यादा नहीं मिलेगा trading के लिए because at times when market is range bound you don't get much trade. Nevertheless, I keep on sharing this in every my workshops or webinars, specifically when it comes to intraday strategy. I clearly mention first hour high or low are very important reference levels. First hour high के ऊपर long करने का, low का stop loss, low के नीचे sell, high का stop loss. Even on a Nirmala Sitharaman candle of tax cut day, there was a buy signal based on the first hour high or low before the announcements of tax cut has come in. उसके पहले निफ्टी ने बाई सिग्नल दिया था फर्स्ट आवर हाई क्रॉस करके. हिस्टोरिकल चार्ट मेरे पास लोअर टाइम फ्रेम के आएंगे नहीं. इफ समवन गेट दैट यू कैन क्रॉस चेक दैट. तो फर्स्ट आवर हाई और लो with 34 EMA not to be missed. These are excellent indications for a trend reversal most of the time, and you get a low risk trade opportunities for positional. आपका ट्रेड पोजिशनल बन जाएगा इन लो रिस्क में. एक बार अगर बाई ट्रिगर हुआ है और मेजर रेफरेंस के पास क्रॉस करके बाई ट्रिगर हुआ है क्रॉसिंग फर्स्ट आवर हाई, देन देयर इज अ वेरी लेस प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट आपके ट्रेंड के अगेंस्ट में गैप आएगा. So these are excellent opportunities to be captured with low risk for a positional trade. आपको 100-150 पॉइंट्स के मूव में पोजिशनल ट्रेड मिल रहा है. व्हाट एल्स डू यू नीड? यार 1% के रिस्क पे यू आर गेटिंग एक्सेलेंट ट्रेड अपॉर्चुनिटीज. एंड उसमें भी अगर डर लग रहा है, गो फॉर द कॉल लॉन्ग कर लो. रिस्क इज डिफाइंड. फ्यूचर मत लो, गो विद द कॉल्स. उससे बढ़ के और क्या है? सॉरी. क्लियर विद दिस?
Yes.
Yes.
Any query with respect to anything on this first hour or price or volume or anything else in general?
So Anand, ये फर्स्ट आवर में मतलब 10-15 तक देखना है बेसिकली.
I look at 10
अगर वो
o'clock. I am because
10,
पहले से मैं 10
अच्छा.
o'clock 9 से 10 था मार्केट प्री ओपन अभी आया है. So
हाँ.
I have habit of following 9 to 10, so I focus on that. It
Okay.
has been working fine even in this प्री ओपन वाले के बाद भी अच्छा वर्क कर रहा है.
Okay.
So no problem with that. टेन ओ क्लॉक का जो भी हाई लो बन रहा है उसको ध्यान लगा लो. एंड देन यू कैन मार्केट्स कभी वॉलेटाइल ज्यादा रहते हैं, सो वेट फॉर 5 टाइम फ्रेम कैंडल क्लोज और हैव सम फिल्टर ऑफ 7-8 पॉइंट्स. दिस इज समथिंग saves us many time from the false cross. कभी कभी जस्ट स्पाइक करके रिवर्स मारता है मार्केट. So it because of these algos and all, so this helps us. Now there is some pattern since last 20 years. ये किसी और की स्टडी है, मेरा नहीं है. मैं नॉर्मली किसी दूसरे का स्टडी ही शेयर करता हूँ, अपना नहीं करता हूँ. एक्सेप्ट प्राइस एंड वॉल्यूम जैसा मेन रिवर्सल किसी और का था. जस्ट ओनली थिंग इज आई ट्राई टू सिंप्लीफाई इट. So there is this one pattern which works. What it says is June low to July high. Normally June low to July high market gives good move. यानी जून का जो भी लो है वहां से जुलाई हाई तक अप्रोक्सीमेटली 8 to 10% का मूव रहता है. 8% to 10% in a Nifty. It's quite large, right? And it also says actually most of the time in last 20 years, if you observe, July high is higher than the June high. Rarely it missed. 2-3 times it has missed. Been very strong down moves maybe of big cracks. Apart from that, July high is normally higher than the June high. and June low to July high is around 8% kind of move. If I club these two strategies right now which represent price and volume, it clearly says me, say June का low क्या था 15,200. Even if we assume 10% from that, 8% of that, it has to give us around 1200 points kind of move, which is 16,400 plus. And didn't I mention a target of 16,400 plus on a buy above 15,900? I mentioned that, right? In a group. Even in a charts पे चर्चा video, 15,900 के ऊपर 16,400 का target. So this was based on that. And if we assume 10%, it comes around 1,500 points. It comes 16,700, and July high is around 16,790. And present volume around lows also indicate the volumes are so powerful. It has a capacity to take a move of around 10%. Combining everything gives a high possibility that 16,700 plus looks quite likely in July series. ये जाएगा नहीं जाएगा इट सेकेंडरी, इट मार्केट नोस. नहीं जाएगा तो अपने को दूसरा सेल सिग्नल दे देगा. सो वो जाएगा कि नहीं, डाउट में बैठ के पार्शियल फुल बुकिंग करना, इट डज नॉट मेक अ सेंस. लेट मार्केट गिव अ सिग्नल, फॉलो द मार्केट. मार्केट सिग्नल देगा रिवर्स करने के पहले. ऐसा नहीं कि मार्केट सीधा कल 500 पॉइंट का गैप डाउन आएगा. एंड इन केस आ गया तो इट्स अ सिटर ट्रेड टू गो लॉन्ग. सिंपल. बिकॉज आफ्टर गुड क्लोजिंग योर रिवर्सल is around just 59,600 zone. अब उससे ज्यादा नीचे ओपन नहीं कर सकते. कम वॉट में अगर 500 पॉइंट का गैप डाउन आ रहा है, 15,700 पे ओपन हो रहा है निफ्टी, इट्स अ सिटर ट्रेड टू मी टू गो लॉन्ग, बिकॉज मार्केट विल पुल बैक टुवर्ड 16,000. मेजर रेफरेंस लेवल को इट कैन नॉट बाईपास सो इजीली. सिंपल. तो बहुत ही सिंपल स्ट्रेटेजी है, सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट है, मगर इसको लोग नॉर्मली इग्नोर कर देते हैं बिकॉज इन ए फ्लो ऑफ अ ट्रेंड और फ्लो ऑफ सम अदर सेंटिमेंट दे इग्नोर इट. जून लो से जुलाई हाई अगर सिर्फ इसी को फॉलो कर ले तो यहाँ पे जून लो के पास में 15,500 700 के पास में वन कुड हैव लुक फॉर द लॉन्ग अपॉर्चुनिटी. वेल स्ट्रेटेजी इज कॉन्सेप्ट, इफ वन नोज, इफ वी फॉलो इट. अब ये साल में एक बार आएगा तो वैसे भी वो याद नहीं रहेगा. द थिंग इज दैट once in a year you are getting that opportunity. कौन याद रखेगा? It does, we forget it normally. In basic sense. ये तो ट्रेंडिंग मूव था तो obviously हाई रहेगा. And look at this June lows, July high 15,465, July high 16,540. 2021. Before that, if you look at 2019, this is where it has matched normally. June high, July. And this is where this strategy got circulated too much, I remember, if I remember, on a social media, Twitter, WhatsApp, everywhere. So market had its own way. Observe here, 2018. Two 2017 was a trending move, so it was quite natural. 2016, every time. It has been working since last 20 years. Observe this 2015, two candles. दिखने में बहुत सिंपल है. only thing is if you remember it. 2014, 14 से 22, 8 years में it has failed only once. No rest, you can search yourself. We need to remember such simple 95% or I can say 98% probable events always. These are the low risk, high reward opportunities, not to be missed. इसको याद रखने में ही कमाई है. In present world, data is the king. As they say, data is the new oil. Data is what Apple or Google is earning on. Specifically, Google is earning completely based on the data itself. And others, in fact, all the social media companies are earning based on the data. डाटा याद रखने पे ही रुपया मिलता है, डाटा स्टोर करने पे ही रुपया मिल रहा है। तो अगर इसको आप सिंपल कॉन्सेप्ट को याद रख लोगे, आपको एक्सेलेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल जाता है। दैट्स इट, सिंपल है, बट रिमेंबरिंग इज वेरी टफ। यू नीड टू बी प्रिपेयर्ड 1-2 months एडवांस में। कीप चेकिंग योर नोट्स। अगर नोट पे लिख के रख रहे हो कि नेक्स्ट मंथ में कुछ स्ट्रेटेजी आ रहा है क्या, कुछ प्ले हो रहा है क्या, मेन रिवर्सल बन रहा है क्या, बी प्रिपेयर्ड। होमवर्क करके रखे हो कि हाँ ये स्ट्रेटेजी बन ट्रेड हो सकता है, बी प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट, एंड मोमेंट यू गेट अपॉर्चुनिटी, pounce on it. Just grab it. Don't let it move away. Because you have been waiting for it since some time. You have been prepared to capture it. So why to miss that? Like if someone is following Astro, they keep on waiting. यार ये event trigger होगा, then I look for the long or short, whatever. Like someone following GAN, they look for the GAN date. So everyone has to work on their concepts, be prepared. Okay. Next move कब आ रहा है? I keep on looking for the when is the next Mercury retro when it comes to Astro. Next Mercury retro कब आएगा, उस टाइम पे अपने को next opportunity trade करना है. और look for the panchak dates. I mostly give much importance to Mercury retro. Because I have a strategy based on that, and I have been working on it since last 3 years, and it has been giving excellent result. अब now near में कुछ retro period है नहीं until September, so we need to focus on some different strategies. And I keep on updating this Mercury retro period in the group also. This gives excellent trade opportunities. Anyone, any queries with respect to anything as of now? Shall we look at few stocks or index analysis others? Or if you want to learn anything else, if you want to know anything else, or any query, anything with respect to any concepts of price, volume, or old any concepts, we can discuss that as we move to some stocks or charts analysis. Anyone want to know anything, any queries?
No.
Was there any kind of volume expansion over here? If so, what was the type?
गुप्त वॉल्यूम एक्सपेंशन?
No.
सर नाम तो याद नहीं है, बट वो पलट वाला कुछ तो था, रिवर्स होगा वैसा. नाउ आई डोंट नो द एग्जैक्ट नेम.
This was yeah, kind of coupled volume expansion. There was also a sell signal to this on the next day, right? Manjunath, you are here? Manjunath is not there. Ashish, you remember? Aman? Vishwas? No one remember. Why was there a sell signal close below the lows of this red candle? So stop loss should be above the high of this candle. This here stop loss got triggered on this day. On this day, on this up move, the stop loss got triggered, and right, the stop loss got triggered, and now we are looking for the long opportunity. The moment this got crossed, it has given a volume expansion buy. And remember, failure of any move gives a good move other side. Specifically, it gives a violent move, जो अब दिख रहा है actual में. And it has almost completed the target. I say almost, अभी किया नहीं है, 100 points दूर है, कर देगा, which comes around same level of 16,400 near about. So एक failure यहाँ पे हुआ है, अभी buy trigger गया है. There was a volume expansion. There was a buy trigger on 5,900. I have kept on repeating on 5,900, importance of 5,900 since couple of videos and also in a group. There was a reason for this. Multiple resistances over there. Once such important reference get crossed, not to be missed away. And this was a sitter, trapping everyone over here, and next day take off. No looking back. And this was just before a weekly expiry. So you get a calls at very low cost. Okay, we have done with the Nifty view. Let us look at some other index view. Specifically, let me move to trading view chart. Longer duration chart मिलेगा. Is this chart visible?
Yes.
Just look at it. Bank Nifty लेते हैं पहले. Most favorite instrument of traders. Bank Nifty has already crossed this gap and moved higher. Once this resistance got crossed, now it is looking towards 36,000 plus. This is where the real action in this is going to happen. Why? You need to remember old levels. वहीं पे पूरा गेम कंटिन्यू हुआ था पहले. This is around 36,000. Multiple times, multiple months it got resistance over there before it took off. And once it came below that, it got resistance over there. यहाँ पे एक support मिला, यहाँ पे resistance मिला दो बार. So all action now shift towards 36,000, 36,200 near about zones in Bank Nifty. That is going to be the critical, which also coincides with 16,700, 800 for Nifty. Once that clears, then we can look for the new highs in Bank Nifty. Observe this from where it has rallied, 32,000 near about, which was the earlier support. Price will always, market will always find a price reference historical to it. This is what I keep on telling. That's why market respect price. Market never forget price level. Market move from one price level to other price level. What happens if 32,000 gives away going ahead, which I look a very less possibility, but even if it happens, then we can see for the target of around 28,000, 29,000, this zone. $32,000 यहाँ पे भी देखो, मार्केट को याद रहते हैं. This level is similar to 12,500 of Nifty. Where is Nifty and where is Bank Nifty? Still quite a lot underperforming the Nifty. So now once 36,000 gets crossed, Bank Nifty might outperform Nifty because IT still look weak. See you next IT. Why IT looks weak? It has a pending target to be done of around 24,000. And if this target needs to get negated, then it has to cross these highs within this month, around 30,550. So if IT takes a backseat, obviously Bank Nifty might lead Nifty because it has a very high weightage. Apart from Reliance and IT, it's the Bank Nifty which has a good weightage. And once HDFC Bank merges, so HDFC, which does not have any weightage in Bank Nifty right now, will also add to the weightage of Bank Nifty. So HDFC Bank का weightage बढ़ जाएगा. There was one stock, Dinora, which I have shared as an investment in the month of March. How many have invested in it or took position in it? Or how many remember it?
ट्वीट देखा था मैंने सर इसका.
मैंने ग्रुप वालों को मेरा बर्थडे गिफ्ट शेयर किया था. Whether group members, whether or main reversal members or
Yes, yeah.
webinar, sorry, other group members. What was the price around that time? No one has taken position in it. No one. इतना अच्छा स्टॉक चुन के ढूंढ के शेयर किया था. I'm still holding it. It was around 350, 400 at that time in the month of March. This is the March candle. What was my basis on this? Look at this price volume over here. December 21. These volumes have been highest since approximately 3 years, 18, 19, 20, 21, 4 years. December 21 and 21 complete हो गया. 4 years के highest volume on a monthly chart. This stock came on my radar because of these volumes. Now I was looking for an entry and I was also looking for, is there something strength in a company fundamentally? And unfortunately, while I was, or luckily you can say, while I was studying for hydrogen, green hydrogen sector, I came across this company. So both clubbed it. And this looked like an excellent investment pick to me for a multi-bagger investment idea. Because fundamentally it has a good inherent strength. Management looks good because of international management, clean management, debt free. Anything you can say over there. Fundamental side was looking excellent, nice, risk worth taking, and charts were giving excellent indication. Any from anyone remember which there is a concept of using volume expansion for investment, which I have shared in a workshop or webinars.
Yes.
So ये high volume के lows के पास में normally price मिलता है, right?
Yes.
This is where it has entered, it has come down, and this is when I have given a trade entry over here. Accumulate around 350, 400 zone. Look for the target of 800. I given कि 1 year में ये जल्दी आ गया, 4 months में आ गया. The reason was March result of the company were too good, because of which there was this sudden spike up. Well, अपने को return जल्दी आ गया. What to be done? Very good. Whenever you see such high volumes on a monthly chart, keep it on your track. इतने महीनों का high volume है. Keep it on your track, and the moment you look for an entry, you get an opportunity to entry around your price level and start accumulating it slow and steadily. आपको अच्छा entry मिलेगा. And once you see a price crossing an important resistance or you see a good volume, then you can increase your position size. This was the February-March period where it was trading near the earlier lows of those December candle. Once it crossed these highs, it was an aggressive move. Look at the volumes in this period. Smart money पूरा जितना मिल रहा था silently ले रहा था. This is typical period of trapping a retail, throwing out the weak hands by making it consolidate it in a minor range for months. And it ultimately tests the lows of those high volume candle on monthly. Once it was done, it was no looking back. Now, once here it looks like some pause it is taking or before it starts the next move. And this next move won't be upset until 900 is captured nicely. We are seeing some high volumes over here, some supply coming over here. After this up move, we are seeing high volume, which means smart money might be creating this volume. So अगर 900 के ऊपर जब तक sustain नहीं करता है, fresh investment not suggested. In fact, partial booking is good if someone want to take money out of it. I won't be booking out. Because of the fundamental story which I am looking at it. Unless I see some good volume or break of this 760, then I may look to exit it. Partial booking will be done. Or I will add more if 900 is captured back. Fresh investment here it is not suggested. There can be dip till 760 or so. Such volumes whenever you find. क्या करना है महीने में एक बार एक संडे के दिन बैठो चार्ट्स रैंडमली चार्ट्स सर्च करते जाओ और यू कैन हैव अ स्क्रीनर और यू कैन यूज the companies which you have been tracking or you have been hearing from others. The once you see high volumes, you see good position build up, then you can initiate position. You get multi-baggers based on that. There was one small company which I have shared recently with the group members, Toyam Industries. This is a penny stock. These were these high volumes in January 2022 and again recently in April 2022. I have mentioned to accumulate now around here this zone. Stop of 8 rupees. Expecting some good multi-bagger return in this going ahead. Because it has given a multi-year breakout over here. We have seen excellent volume over here and again follow through of volumes. Now it is giving pullback. Now it can consolidate for 3-6 months within this candle zone. हो सकता है 6 months निकाल दे 8 months निकाले या 4 months में ही रिवर्सल मार ले. Nevertheless, this is the accumulation period to be watched slow and steadily. But remember, this is a penny stock, so it is a high risk category stock. Small company, low market cap, so not much idea on the management quality or so. I have a position in this. Initiative position है. Will keep on tracking, and once I get good buy signal again on monthly or daily and weekly candles, then I may increase the position. But monthly में कुछ अच्छा signal आना चाहिए. Till then, invest only amount which you can take a risk worth losing completely. वो penny stock है, आपका stop loss 8 का है, मगर ये lower circuits में गया तो आपको exit ही नहीं मिलेगा. सो यू नीड टू कंसिडर कि ये पूरा जीरो हो सकता है, उतना ही अभी लगाना चाहिए इनिशिएटिव पोजीशन। Auto index has been quite outperforming of late. Reason being simple. Yeah, I'll come to time techno. Thanks, Ashish, for reminding on that. One more stock which we have been tracking. Well, before that, auto stocks have been performing quite well right now. Auto outperform कर रहा है, auto stocks rally कर रहे हैं. Reason is simple. They are giving a multi-year breakout after 2018. 2018 के बाद का हाई अप क्रॉस कर रहा है. But now Janta started getting in. So slow and steady. एक अप मूव के बाद में there can be pullback in this. That would be the time to invest in auto stocks, auto ancillary stocks for next 2-3 years. माइना पुल बैक. अभी ट्रेडिंग पोजीशन ट्रेडिंग बेनिफिट मिलेगा. पुल बैक में you can invest. Now this pullback, when it happens, it will be testing this level and maybe even come down all the way towards 25,000 or so. If you look at the lowest stocks in it, M&M looks excellent in a large caps. It has given breakout much before any other stocks in the May itself. There is definitely something going on in auto stocks. Look at this. Multi months consolidation के बाद में breakout आया है. It has been rallying. There can be one pullback and then again up move may continue. But auto stocks look too good for next 2-3 years. Only investment only on a pullback. अभी trading कर लो, trading में अच्छा move मिल रहा है. You can look at this volume. अब retail घुस रहा है, gap up आया, retail interest, back to back some positive news, retail gets kicked in. This is where smart money creates volume. Complete up movement, you don't see good high volumes. Moment you see high volumes, it takes a pause. Beauty of volumes. Public favorite Maruti. It is yet to cross its earlier highs. M&M is the one which has crossed it much fast. TVS Motor is the next. Others are yet to cross them, the earlier highs. Observe this. TVS Motor also had some high volumes and then reversed back. Here, high volumes and then reversed back and then again started a journey. These are instances where you can get a fresh entries. Track में रखने का and wait for a fresh entry and you get a fresh entry when जनता is entering. उसके बाद dip आएगा, वहां पे entry मिलेगा. Tata Motors. This looks good. This one looks good, Ashok Leyland. It is approaching its earlier highs. It is yet to give a breakout, but the recent move, dull volumes, this indicate it can give a breakout soon. A move similar to M&M can trigger once it gives a breakout above 150. 150, 160 एक बार निकाल दे तो ये 190, 200, 200 plus can be the easy target in a fast move. Volumes have been missing after these high volumes. ये pullback आ रहा है high volume के बाद. Look for entry around 140 if you get, and if you get 130 then much better. Or fresh entry best if you want a safe entry, look for a entry above 150. अगर 150 के ऊपर पूरा जनता घुसेगा, so there can be trapping move या gap up से आ जाएगा. Because whole world knows this level. So market also knows where we can trap them. Another index which have been quite bullish since many, or I can say next since 1.5 to 2 years, but right now it is in a down move. Which is that one? Sanjay?
Power?
Metal.
Metals.
Metals. So,
Look at the level where it is reaching right now. This is where it has given a multi-year breakout, and when whole world enter, it has started giving pullback. Now it is in a down move. The moment you see very high volume in this down move, that will be the excellent entry opportunity again. This is just a flush out move before it triggers a major multi-bagger kind of move towards 600 plus. Why I am highly biased towards metal still? This is Hindustan copper chart. One thing which I have learned with respect to commodities or any cyclical investment is from some excellent persons is look at the supply side of it to identify big moves in them. And if we observe that since last many years, there hasn't been any fresh copper addition across the globe. Forget about India. Copper metal capacity addition. And the copper demand has risen significantly because of electrical vehicle or usage of copper in many things now. Fresh copper addition, capacity addition hasn't taken place. And once this down move gets completed, that will be when the real up move will be starting. I'm highly biased towards metals. So metal में copper में अगर तेजी आएगा, slow and steady, it will get transferred to other stocks, other metals most of the time. Now when it comes to charts, if you look at charts, this clearly look like a one breakout done and a pullback move. This pullback has the potential to come all the way till these lows. What are these candle lows? 58. If you get 58.60 level on in this Hindustan copper, this will be an excellent investment opportunity. Look for the long signal over there or say buy signal on a charts. You can have excellent investment opportunity. अभी के लिए सिर्फ ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटी मिलेगा. Apart from this, one more sector was sugar. All-time high breakout, 16-year breakout. This is Balrampur Chini. Similar kind of breakouts I've seen in many stocks. The reason I am bullish on sugar, after completing one leg, they are taking pullback corrective moves. and after this the real move is going to happen. This is just a throwback kind of move. Weak hands को निकालने का, पकाने का. These are the opportunities to invest. Accumulate slow and steadily around your levels. But remember, never ever invest too big capital in single stock or sector. Basic fund of investment. You take any big investors across the globe, whether you take Rakesh Jhunjhunwala or Warren Buffett, the well-known personalities in investment, or you take Prem Vatsa, or you take any other XYZ in India or world. If you observe their portfolios, they do not have more than 10 to 15% in any single stock. 10 to 15% of their net worth. Only then they are successful, because there will be period of this such dull phases, and if you have all your capital in single stock and it is not performing, ultimately you get uncomfortable with your position and you start trimming out or exiting it. So initially itself or slow and steady you build a position size की portfolio ऐसे manage करो कि आपको उसमें इतना ज़्यादा लगाना नहीं है कि आपको वो uncomfortable feel ना हो, आप उसमें बने रहे, आप you can get a maximum out of it in its journey. So risk management is always important, whether it's trading or investment. Without risk management, there is nothing. यार normal businessman को भी risk management का जरूरत पड़ता है. Normal, even in a normal life, we need a risk management. आप insurance लेते हो क्यों लेते हो? अपना risk manage करने ले रहे हो. If there is no risk management, then there will be instance where person get completely wiped. Same thing happens. This is Balrampur Chini. If we look at some other stock also, there have been back-to-back excellent breakouts, multi-year breakouts. This is Dhampur. Dhampur Sugar का ये जो impact दिख रहा है, this is because of demerger of its company, because of which this big impact has happened. It's one more division got divided, and it will get relisted in some due course in few months. Dalmia. 2017-18 के बाद का ब्रेकआउट. Triveni. When so many stocks of one sector are giving a breakout, multi-decade breakout, multi-month breakout, it clearly indicates something changing for the sector. That sector to be invested in when you are looking for investment, and those sectors will give you good trading opportunities also. Pullbacks आएंगे, डिटेल नॉर्मल एक्टिविटी बढ़ेगा, उसमें लिक्विडिटी बढ़ेगा तो ट्रेडिंग अपॉर्चुनिटीज मिलेंगे. Not just one, so many sugar stocks have been giving a breakout. AM Sugar. This Kotari Sugar. Observe this. The reason I'm still bullish on sugar कि अभी तो उसमें मूव हुआ ही नहीं है यार. अब 10 साल का, 15 साल का, 20 साल का ब्रेकआउट ले रहे हो. बलरामपुर चीनी, so good company, so well managed company in sugar sector. Debt has been consistently reducing, giving a 16-year breakout, and Balrampur Chini has not participated in 2018 up move of sugar stocks. 2018 वाले जो अप मूव था उसमें it hasn't given a breakout well. उस टाइम पे दूसरे ने बहुत से ने दिए थे, and it has given a this pullback, and now it has given a breakout after 16 years. तो एक दो साल में मूव खत्म नहीं होता है 16 ईयर के ब्रेकआउट्स का, एंड जस्ट डबल पे खत्म नहीं होता है. 200 के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट था, 500 पे मूव खत्म हो गया. इट डज नॉट हैपन लाइक दैट. आई एम आइंग ए टारगेट ऑफ अराउंड 1500-2000 इन बलरामपुर चीनी एटलीस्ट फॉर दिस ब्रेकआउट इन नेक्स्ट 3 years फ्रॉम हियर. अब ये 6 months तो और कंसोलिडेशन में चला जाएगा, हो सकता है 1 year कंसोलिडेशन में चला जाए, वॉट एवर, उसके बाद में वो आ जाएगा. बिकॉज यहाँ ब्रेकआउट से 5 years इफ यू लुक एट, within 5 years it has to reach at least 5 times 5 टाइम मिनिमम इन 5 years. मार्च 21 का ब्रेक, मई 21 का ब्रेकआउट है, सॉरी अप्रैल 21. So by April 25, 26, it has to be at least 5 times from here, 1000 rupees. तो अगर 300 के पास आ रहा है और 3 साल में आपको 3 times मिल रहा है, इधर तो एक्सेलेंट रिटर्न ऑफ एक्सेलेंट इन्वेस्टमेंट अपॉर्चुनिटी यार, और क्या चाहिए?
Yeah, absolutely. Anand, टी स्टॉक्स में भी ऐसा कुछ है क्या?
T stocks, I'll have to check at it. I'll come to
Yeah,
that.
because
Before
if you
that,
look at McLeod Russell,
yeah, before
Jay
that,
Shri
let me
tea or yeah,
look at this time techno. One more stock which I have shared as the investment pick to the group members. This stock had given a breakout and given a next leg of pullback, and it has started this up move. Observe these volumes over here. October 21 के लो या फिर this April 22 के लो. These volumes are April 22. These have been highest since many months. These volumes, and we have seen very high volume beyond this in June. We have an investment around, I recommend around 100 based on these volumes to accumulate a here and on dips. This has given him this 1 year consolidation breakout, multi-year breakout, multi-year volumes, and after this pullback, it is starting a next leg of up move where it has a possibility to cross these highs. All my investment picks have a support of fundamental angle to it apart from charts. बोथ एंगल है तो ही मैं इन्वेस्टमेंट में उसको सजेस्ट करूंगा, वरना मैं उसको इन्वेस्टमेंट बोलूंगा ही नहीं. आई जस्ट गिव अ ट्रेडिंग बेट्स. देयर हैज टू बी सम फंडामेंटल capacity, fundamental strength in a company. It can give you such a multi-bagger kind of. Apart from that, उसके बिना अगर fundamental strength नहीं है तो वो सट्टे में चलेगा. वो सट्टे का कब रिवर्स करेगा उसकी गारंटी नहीं मिलेगी जल्दी. So if you look at this, study this company, there are a lot of government action which is helping this company. And these volumes, once this high gets crossed 120, these volumes get absorbed. Then this can trigger some fast up move. Time Technoplast. Excellent investment opportunity, low risk opportunity. You can say once 120 is crossed, your stop loss will be around 100 to 90 zone. And up move have a good potential. Jay Shri tea. There can be some opportunity building up if we get this month good up move. Not too good volume as of now, but these volumes of 21 got reversed. A good breakout will be above 140 in Jay Shri tea. Harrison Malayalam.
Harrison Malayalam का
Yeah,
fundamental case भी
it has given a breakout.
Yeah, it is quite good because ये अपना pineapple का और they are into variety of things और फिर गोयनका की कंपनी है ना. Yeah,
it has given a breakout. But
उसके
volumes are
results
not that
भी
volumes are not that
Yeah,
great as of now. We see some good volume build up, then we can look for good option position in this. This may give you then excellent move. As of now, volumes are missing completely. Another tea stock,
McLeod Russell.
It will take a lot of time. It had some corporate issues and all, so it has completely gone down. उसका अभी उतना क्लियर नहीं है, unless it has some resolution kind of anything over there. Chart wise 40-45, once it crossed, then it can be excellent opportunity based on these volumes of 3 months, 1, 2, 3. This high needs to get crossed. One more टी stock क्या है? Warranty. not that great anywhere. So this tea impact might be just short term because of this Sri Lankan issue.
Yeah,
Might be.
right. Mhm.
There is one more sector which looks quite promising from investment is paper.
Hmm.
Paper. Multi-year breakout, pull back towards the breakout level, and now it's starting an external move. This is West Coast paper. Once it crossed this 400, this will be a fresh breakout of 3 years, 4 years. And observe these volumes. These volumes over here, pause, pull back towards the lows of those volume candle, and then fresh breakout on volumes. This indicate ये 400 क्रॉस करेगा, कब करेगा पता नहीं है. Once it gets crossed, maybe in this month or next month, based on the results, उसका timing. This will be a fresh breakout, which can take it towards 800. This is West Coast paper. JK paper already in a good trending move after this breakout retest. Star paper. Overall sector, this look good. And there is also fundamental angle which is happening because of this plastic ban. Single-use plastic ban by government. This will in fact give improvement. Partial demand will be shifting towards papers, little, not too much, but even 10% demand if shift towards paper, it's too much for these companies because the usage of single-use plastic was so huge in terms of revenue. The 10% of it will be like approximately 30-40% plus to the existing paper industry. So this is additional demand apart from what they normally have to the paper company, because of which we might be seeing such kind of action. Smart money advance में काम करता है, advance में study करता है. Keep on planning much ahead because उनका accumulation को time लगेगा ना. Look at this Ruchira paper. After breakout, यहाँ पे volume आया, consolidation, pullback, and again fresh volume breakout. All paper stock similar move. Ban was to come in a July. March, May, you have seen a volume. March, May, you have seen some, after that, you some consolidation accumulation. This is how smart money act. A step ahead. This is Yash Pakka. Company is into paper manufacturing and something apart from not major into paper, but it is into products related to agri waste. It manufactures disposals, the alternative to plastics from agri waste specifically.
I track this company, sir.
Yeah. Observe this. After this breakout over here, why I remember company क्या काम करता है? Because I have studied this on this breakout. यहाँ पे जब breakout हुआ था, उसके product, I think if I remember correctly, the brand name of its product is Chuk, CHUK, Chuk.
Chugs, yes.
Yeah. It gave a breakout, gave pullback. This is what metal stocks are giving right now, sugar are giving. After a multi-year breakout, they are giving a pullback to throw weekends out. Observe here, 22 say gone all the way till 100, 110. 20 say. This is quite normal. The pullback after multi-year breakout, it gives the pullbacks. जो metals और अभी sugars कर रहे हैं, उसके बाद में बहुत बढ़िया move बनेगा. This company can also be one of the major beneficiaries of this plastic ban because of its products, and it uses complete agri waste, dust kind of products of agriculture waste, and it manufactures disposals. There have been a lot of technological developments in alternative to plastic disposals. There has been using of agri waste, using leaves, using wheat husk or something complete related to this food processing के जो waste निकलते हैं, eatables kind of, which does not cause damage to soil or so environment. And the government will if any time government announce any incentive to this sector, alternative to plastic ban, then these companies will skyrocket like anything. And before that, smart money will capture it. अंदर वालों को पता रहेगा और फिर वो खुद ही लेके आएंगे कुछ तो भी इंसेंटिव, जैसा अभी टेक्सटाइल को मिला है टेक्सटाइल पार्क के जरिए, या फिर पीएलआई के थ्रू मेनी कंज्यूमर गुड्स आर गेटिंग. Something similar will happen because if government wants to get serious on a plastic ban, they have to give incentive to some alternative sector.
इसमें एक इशू है सर, लेकिन इसमें 100% प्लेजिंग है प्रमोटर का, एंटायर होल्डिंग उसका प्लेज किया है.
That can be the major issue also.
Yes.
I haven't studied fundamental right now, just it came on my track because you mentioned or someone mentioned, so I have shared this. किसी ने ट्वीट मैसेज में दिया था चैट में कंपनी, so I have looked at this. But apart from this, paper stock looks good.
NCLT में सर ये कंपनी था और आई थिंक अभी हुआ है, रिवाइव हुआ है in the last 3 years.
There can be one more demand to the paper stocks from the new this. If someone is tracking this, there has been new change in the curriculum. Government is studying new change in the curriculum of CBSE or so. National curriculum का जो बनता है government का, it is right now it is running of 2005 और 2015 का कौन सा तो चल रहा है, no 2013 का कौन सा तो चल रहा है. And the धर्मेंद्र प्रधान the minister associated with is highly aggressive इसको फास्ट करने का टाइमलाइन. अगर if someone remember, government has already launched in 2020 और 21 में कुछ white paper launch किया था. Those who keep on tracking this fundamental side for investment, they will be knowing this. कि white paper launch किया था feedback लेने के लिए stakeholders का curriculum में क्या क्या रहना है. The moment this curriculum get approved and government is targeting, Dharmendra Pradhan is targeting to launch it by October, November this year, so that it can get implemented from next year academic year, because it needs a lot of time for books to get prepared. So all the old books gets completely unused, and the new book, new curriculum when it comes, it will require a lot of paper for new books. This will also create a demand for the paper. Look at the industry which is getting multiple additional demands, and charts are also showing promising. This itself.
Sarji, can you please check S?
Yes, Chand.
Hello? Changes in the syllabus.
Syllabus changes का advantage इसको आना चाहिए, but as of now, this might be the accumulation phase after these big volumes and move back. So real move will happen on break of 140.45, but this looks like an accumulation phase going on.
Yes, sir. So might be like as you have just told October, if changes happen, this might be a beneficiary.
There must be another company. क्या नाम है?
Navneet Education.
Yeah. Yeah. See over here.
Yes.
Last year government has announced the curriculum stakeholders kind of white paper. Look at the volumes and then accumulation going on. This is the beauty. Smart money starts accumulating looking ahead. And यहाँ पे हाई के ऊपर जाने के बाद में रिटेल को अच्छा लगेगा. रिजल्ट रिटेल विल बी लुकिंग किया रिजल्ट अच्छा आया है, अब उसमें घुसेंगे. रिजल्ट विल बी टेकिंग अराउंड 1-2 years. If you want to identify investment pick, you need to be step ahead. And this step ahead can come from 2 factors. Either you are actively studying the news or through charts. Charts देख रहे हो, अच्छे दिख रहे हैं, look कि news क्या development आ रहा है. Someone can please unmute, mute your mic. Disturbance आ रहा है. Thank you. This is where either you can track through charts. Charts पे trust करो, because smart money अपने लिए काम कर रहा है, वो accumulate कर रहा है, वो news को वो analyze कर रहा है, वो उसको discount करेगा, उसके हिसाब से move create करेगा. Trust your charts and follow the charts. all the signals of the chart, you will get a good move. I don't remember any other companies. If anyone can guide, we can check the chart. Kukoyo Camlin, remember?
Sir, penny stock empty educator है क्या penny stock में?
It is into coaching classes, not
Okay,
into
okay.
some material generation.
Okay.
Kukoyo Camlin enough. This is the, I think, chemical में है या फिर ये कैमलिन के जो प्रोडक्ट्स आते हैं राइटिंग मटेरियल्स वो बनाता है. पब्लिशिंग में नहीं है. पब्लिशिंग में देयर इज अनदर कंपनी, आई एम नॉट रिमेम्बरिंग द नेम. आई थिंक MPS लिमिटेड और समथिंग. Yeah, this might be the company, MPS Limited.
Yes. हाँ.
देखते हैं डेवलपमेंट क्या आता है फील्ड में. Let us look at the major index stock of Reliance before we wind up, or if anyone has any more queries. Which is the one sector which will be the major advantage of this inflation? Can anyone tell me? Anyone who follow little bit of fundamental should be knowing this.
Oil and FMCG.
FMCG, consumer sector. FMCG kaho, or you can say durables, paints, or other. Because once in their price increases, it does not reverse back so fully. Even if inflation is down, if their cost is down, cost increase पे price increase कर लेंगे मगर cost down आने पे वो कम नहीं करेंगे. So their margin.
Yeah, always the case. Yeah.
They are the major beneficiaries of this. And if you look at the fundamental stocks of this now, FMCG, they are around highs. This is the Reliance monthly chart, which does not suggest as of now the reversal of the trend in it for on a larger basis. Now, if you look at the trading perspective, a daily chart, high volume after this tax and no follow through. Observe these volumes got absorbed around this level. So this can be the next leg, sorry, next leader in an index. Earlier support के पास में volume आया है, no follow through below that. So once this cross this green candle high around 2465, this can give a good up move. 2600 plus is the immediate target, and ultimately it can cross these highs of 2800. Now, if you look at on little medium term view, it has been consolidating since 21 in this range. October 21 index top say Reliance has been in a range. Now look this. This was the first high, and then first attempt, second attempt, two attempt. It failed to cross that. Third attempt, when it crosses that, it can give a big move. Next leg of up move. Keep this on watch for trading. Now, medium term opportunity will मिल सकता है when it comes around this lows of this range around 2200 2000. यहाँ पे जब आता है, we can get some upside trading range. 2200 and then 2000. These are the likely test zone once these lows of 2350, 2360 breaks. But ultimately, until this 2000 is held in this stock is all set to cross these highs later on. So अगर नीचे आता है तो लो यहाँ पे मत लो. 2465 क्रॉस करता है तो ट्रेडिंग के लिए ले सकते हैं. But apart from that, investment अगर करना हो, unless you are too conservative, there are other stocks or sectors which we have discussed right now much better for investment. ये हाथी है, हाथी उतना फास्ट रिटर्न नहीं देगा from here. It will also have a little bit impact of this plastic ban, and the government have extensively said that until crude comes below 60-80, there won't be reversal of this windfall tax. So it is going to have impact on its profits for sure. Adani Enterprises, stock which majority hates and the stock which has given enormous return over the last 2 years. The group which majority hates. यार सबको पता है मोदी का खास है, फिर उसका फायदा ही होगा नहीं, फिर भी लोग उसको हेट करते हैं. नहीं सट्टे में चल रहा है, यार सट्टे में चल रहा है, किस में चल रहा हो, रुपए बनाने से मतलब है.
राइट.
टेलीकॉम में भी आ रहे हैं सर, अभी बिडिंग करने वाले इस टाइम.
आज ही की न्यूज़ है ना ये, टुडे दैट
कल रात को आया था.
राइट. हाँ, तो अभी ये 5G सर्विसेज लॉन्च करने वाला है.
Whatever might be the case,
जियो का दूसरा कॉम्पिटिटर.
Understand simple thing. How many stocks of Adani are in an index?
Only one, ports.
Only one. मोदी का खास आदमी, पीएम का खास आदमी, or I can say even Amit Shah का खास, and which almost everyone knows. The whole world knows, not just India. He gets undue benefit. It's definitely political advantage. Now, if the accumulate, यहाँ ये जो रन पूरा स्मार्ट मनी कर रहा है, ऑपरेटर कर रहा है, वॉट एवर यू कॉल द ऑपरेटर कहो, स्मार्ट मनी कहो या पर्सनल सिंगल आदमी वही कहो, उसको अगर उसका एडवांटेज लेना है, रिटेल को माल जब देगा तभी मिलेगा. आई होप एवरीवन अंडरस्टैंड हिंदी नाइसली.
यस.
किसी को कोई डाउट हिंदी से तो कैन आस्क. नागेश सर, यू आर हियर और लेफ्ट? Okay. So ultimately, who will be the culprit to bail out Adani operator? Who has to be?
Retailers.
Retail has to be either directly or with through mutual fund combined, right? Right?
Yes.
Yep.
डायरेक्ट थोड़े डायरेक्टली भी लेंगे, थोड़े वाया म्यूचुअल फंड वाले लेंगे तो रिटेल का म्यूचुअल फंड में इन्वेस्टमेंट रहेगा, इनडायरेक्टली रहेगा.
Yes, sir.
So ultimately it's the retail who has to bail out. As of now, when there is not much of retail participation or mutual fund participation in Adani group, will it go down? नीचे आएगा ट्रेडिंग के लिए, बट अभी तक उसका लॉन्ग टर्म ट्रेंड खत्म होता नहीं दिखेगा. एंड व्हेन विल इट गेट अ मैक्सिमम पार्टिसिपेशन ऑफ द म्यूचुअल फंड और रिटेल? व्हेन इट एंटर्स द इंडेक्स, राइट? व्हेन इट एंटर्स द इंडेक्स.
पैसिव फंड्स के लिए
पैसिव फंड्स आएंगे, डायनामिक फंड्स भी थोड़े बहुत आएंगे ट्रेडिंग के लिए, हेडजर्स आएंगे, आर्बिट्रेजर्स आएंगे, XYZ, एवरीवन विल बी कमिंग. Right now Adani has just 2 stocks in F&O. It does not have other stocks in F&O. Forget about index. यार वैसे में उसकी कहानी कहां से खत्म होगी? So look at the next best Adani stock, which is low priced right now.
Wilmar.
Power
And Wilmar. Wilmar has some good strength also. चलो FMCG के लिए बोलेंगे, it has a good
का फंडामेंटल्स भी अच्छा है.
it has a good story to be showed. So it can
Yes.
also be next excellent opportunity. And Adani Power and government has been doing excellent reforms in the power. And power ka demand to रहना ही है. And Adani Power has captured some big assets recently because of Reliance Infra and all. Right? And also Adani has taken stake in some company recently.
सर कल का और एक न्यूज़ है कि 5G ऑप्शन में भी अडानी
This was the breakout in the Adani Power. This was the first breakout over here. Whole world entered. इसने नीचे लेके आ गया, टाइम पास किया, एंड देन इट इज गिवन अ ब्रेकआउट. या 10-12 साल का ब्रेकआउट दे रहा है, इतनी जल्दी खत्म हो जाएगा जब उसके ग्रुप के पूरे अदर स्टॉक्स 2500 के पास में है. हाउ लॉन्ग विल इट सस्टेन अराउंड 200 to 50? कभी ना कभी तो. नाउ अदानी पावर हैज एटलीस्ट सम पावर जनरेटिंग एसेट्स. अदानी गैस कहो या अदानी ग्रीन एनर्जी कहो स्पेसिफिकली, दे डज नॉट हैव टू मेनी ऑफ एसेट्स. पूरा होप पे तो कहानी चल रहा है उसका. Still, when you are paying so high valuation to them, why not to Adani Power? Yeah, simple. सट्टा इसमें भी होएगा. Only thing is you need to have a limited investment in it and not to miss such excellent opportunities. यार रिस्क लो, रिस्क पे तो रिवार्ड है. रिस्क लेने पे तो इतना बम्पर रिटर्न आ रहा है अदानी पे. अदानी स्टॉक्स पे जिसने भी रिस्क लिया है, अदानी गैस, Adani transmission, they were available around 50-100 rupees. Now they are around 2500. अदानी टोटल गैस हो गया है, टोटल को स्टेक दे दिया है. ऐसा किसी और को स्टेक देंगे ऊपर जाके? अल्टीमेटली उसको भी तो रुपया कमाना है, तो माल किसी को बेचना है. या और कुछ कोई नहीं मिलेगा तो पब्लिक बैंक्स जिंदाबाद, प्लेज कर दो, डिफॉल्ट कर दो. सिंपल. There are many ways, but as of now, until at least 3 to 4 Adani stocks entering index, I do not see Adani story getting over. This is my analysis from different angle. यार उसके बिना उसका माल जाएगा कैसे, तो उसको इंडेक्स में लाना है, तब तक उसकी कहानी रहेगी. अभी स्टॉक स्प्लिट होगा, बोनस होंगे, अदानी एंटरप्राइजेस में और 2 डिविजन निकलेंगे. रिसेंटली इट हैज created separate company for metals, I guess. So it may be trying to bid for the Hindustan Zinc or Hindustan Copper maybe. और हो सकता है एनएमडीसी का स्टील डिवीजन के लिए बिडिंग करे, एनीथिंग. वो दो अदानी इंफ्रा ऑलरेडी है जो एयरपोर्ट मैनेजमेंट और करता है. इट हैज 6 or 8 एयरपोर्ट्स इन इट्स हैंड. वो भी डिविजन लेके आएंगे, उसके भी स्टेक आएंगे बाहर. So what's wrong in eyeing Adani stocks little bit in depth, specifically Adani Enterprises, if you're looking for some demerger way, or go with Adani Wilmar or Adani Power.
और 5G ऑप्शन के लिए भी ये लोग आ रहे हैं, पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं.
5G ऑप्शन में पार्टिसिपेट कर रहे हैं यार, पार्टिसिपेट करेंगे, उसके बाद उसको नेटवर्क बिछाने को टाइम लगेगा, और हो सकता है सीधा आइडिया को ले ले, फिर टेक्स बेट इन वोडाफोन आइडिया. देन
बराबर वही
रेडीमेड अवेलेबल है ना. I have been bullish on idea since long time. I have a biased view because my analysis says different thing है. इसको बचाने के लिए कोई तो भी आगे आना पड़ेगा, else it is gone. And it has a good spectrum with it. It has a good network of retail outlets with it. इसको बस एक नाम चाहिए उठाने वाला, चाहे टाटा का है या अदानी का है, कोई भी आए. Even Tatas will be participating in 5G auctions. Tata is also participating in 5G auctions.
Okay.
PSU बैंक एनी व्यू? अभी तक कोई नहीं पूछा. I was waiting कोई तो पूछेगा. So I open SBI
उस
Star.
SBI सर बहुत bullish है.
I have been bullish on PSU banks since long time and I am still.
सेम व्यू है क्या आनंद? पीएनबी पे भी?
PNB is one quite which is disturbing. Apart from that,
हम्म.
Canara Bank and SBI are
Canara is
well
good
placed.
sir. Canara is also good.
SBI, their all-time high 10-year plus breakout. Breakout के बाद थ्रो बैक एंड रैलिंग हो सकता है अभी और एक मूव यहाँ तक आ भी जाए इन केस इफ इट हैपेंस, बट 10 years का ब्रेकआउट ये 100-200 पे रुकेगा नहीं. 350 का तो ब्रेकआउट लेवल था, खाली 450 अभी तक 550 तक ही हाई है. एटलीस्ट 1000 प्लस तो चाहिए इन 3 years 4 years. Observe these volumes and observe the volumes right now in this up move. कहाँ गया है पूरा वॉल्यूम? यहाँ इतना वॉल्यूम कहाँ गया? Where have been this volume gone? Smart money is not giving. Smart money यहाँ पे वॉल्यूम क्रिएट ही नहीं कर रहा है फ्रेश, यानी वो उसको और अपमूव दिख रहा है. Simple. Even in this down move, if you look at this, it has dropped just 20% from the highs, while other stocks have dropped even some stocks more. IT तो कहाँ की चले गया? Leave that. Apart from that, even private banks have dropped which very high. HDFC Bank. Look at the way this has been trading in the minor range as Bank Nifty. Because of a higher weightage, it is going to have this support to Bank Nifty. High 867, low 642, 200 points. ICICI Bank. SBI is the one which was least dropped in this round. Very less compared to the volatility or compared to the retail action we normally see in SBI. उसका drop उतना ज़्यादा नहीं था. Canara Bank also looks good in PSU sector. ये वॉल्यूम कहाँ है, ये वॉल्यूम कहाँ है और अब वॉल्यूम से किया है. वॉल्यूम सब कुछ बता देता है पहले ही. ओनली थिंग वी नीड टू बी अलर्ट, कब एंट्री लेना है, कब एग्जिट करना है. इफ यू आर फॉलोइंग स्मार्ट मनी देन दैट्स इनफ. PSU banks have a long way to go. Apart from this, there is one more sector I can say is public sector enterprises as a whole. This is BEL. Volumes and then consolidation and then fresh breakout. Here high volume breakout and then no volumes. One stock which is interestingly placed right now. Coal India. This stock is on a verge of an excellent breakout. Once this breakout happens, this can give a move slow and steadily all the way towards its earlier highs of 440. Slow and steady है, 1-2 महीने में नहीं देगा. Good accumulation दिख रहा है ये. Once this gets done, this can be a good bet. Praj Industries. This was a multi year breakout, 14-year breakout. After this breakout, it has been consolidating within a minor range since year. One of the major beneficiaries of the ethanol policy of the government. It is known as a sugar sector benefit of ethanol benefit, but actually it inherently has some different products also excellent patented products fundamental wise. तो पूरे इतना लॉन्ग ब्रेकआउट का बेनिफिट्स या अगले 3-4 इयर्स में मिलेंगे. नाउ 3-4 इयर्स का मूव आता है, 1 ईयर में कंप्लीट करता है आफ्टर ब्रेकआउट, मार्केट डिसाइड. One fresh stock, if someone is looking for an investment, keep this stock on your track. This is Timex Limited. Timex Group, the Timex watches wala. It has given a first breakout over here, pullback here, and next breakout abhi recently diya hai and pullback chal raha hai. Observe these recent volumes, back to back, and uske baad mein pullback aa raha hai ye. This stock look good. ये बहुत, this looks like getting ready for some major up move. After this back, this is a first pullback, this is the second pullback. Now this can give us a major up move. Keep this on track. I have a position in this. This looks excellent. Fundamentally, some company has been, work in the company has been changing a lot quite recently. It is also entering late at least, but it is entering right now into smartwatches. Little late, मगर अब entry मार रहे हैं. There has been some international management changes from different companies getting into this Timex group, and the charts were already showing promising. Once charts show promising, I look at the fundamental, any development happening, or if I hear of fundamental development, then I look at the charts. So charts are looking promising over here. Look at this last 3-4 months, volumes have been missing. Some accumulation has been taking place. The only thing is once it crossed these highs of 75 and then 82, then it can trigger a fast up move. Till then, don't have big position, but you can have accumulated initiative position slow and steadily. This can be an excellent pick going ahead for next 1 to 2 years max. मतलब 1-2 साल के अंदर इसमें बड़ा मूव आ सकता है. हो सकता है अगले 2-3 महीने में स्टार्ट हो जाए मूव, and this can continue till 1 year or so. Because of already 2 बार ये पुल बैक दे चुका है, बार-बार अब वीक हैंड्स को बचेंगे नहीं उसको निकालने के लिए. Keep this on track, not to be missed. Anyone, anything you would like me to add or any queries? Else let us wind up this session.
Sir, Ashish here. Sir, एक query था.
हाँ.
So like for newly listed stocks, so what will be the criteria, like अगर enter करना है tracking quantity, so what should be the criteria for this, like volumes या breakout or उसका previous high, मतलब if you could just throw some light on it.
IPO base.
या IPO suppose list हुआ है कोई stock और continuous नीचे ही जा रहा है, like 1-2 stock है हमारे like SJS Enterprise, फिर M Sumi. What will be the criteria like to enter?
This is the stock of is my trip. One criteria which I follow for this new listed stock is whenever the stock crosses its earlier high or listing day के पास, listing month के पास जो high बनाता है वो जब cross करता है, यानी कि indirectly वो उसके IPO प्राइस को क्रॉस कर रहा है आफ्टर अ पुल बैक, या IPO प्राइस के ऊपर लिस्ट हो रहा है गैप, समझो हाई डबल लिस्ट होता है फिर बाद में हाई बना के पुल बैक आता है. Once it crosses those high, that would be the time to enter them nicely. Unless you are too good in a fundamental of the company and you are quite confident on that, better to wait it to cross its high and then you can enter in good quantity. This is my trip. And observe this, ये high cross करने के बाद में 2 महीने के बाद में one side move दिया. And which one you said? S?
SJS. Enterprise.
ये high अभी तो cross नहीं किया, down move आया and it is now moving, trying to cross. Once this crosses these highs, or
Okay.
if has it crossed its IPO price?
सर वो तो मुझे चेक करना पड़ेगा
That's
बिल्कुल मैं ऐसे
we need to look at two levels. One is IPO price, one is the high which it has crossed after a listing.
ओके
IPO price cross कर रहा है, मतलब IPO price से नीचे आने के बाद sell off आने के बाद next time when it crosses IPO price, which means smart money is willing to pay the price now. Got it? यानी कि उसमें कुछ वैल्यू बन रहा है कंपनी में, which is smart money is looking at. If you look at LIC, one way down. If you look at
पेटीएम
इसके ऊपर से क्या, हाँ वही है
पेटीएम को चेक करते हैं क्या?
Paytm has been one way down. There is one stock which has crossed its IPO high after a pullback. What's that name?
क्राफ्ट्समैन ऑटोमेशन है कैसे जो ऊपर चल रहा है अभी.
सर एलआईसी में कुछ अपॉर्चुनिटीज बन सकते हैं क्या फ्यूचर में?
Craftsman Automation. Down move के बाद में up move आया after IPO में. No, there is one stock which got underlisted and then it has crossed its IPO high. I am not remembering the name.
रेट गेन
Redgen नहीं है. It's government company. Redgen is government company. No.
नहीं नहीं
No. Underlist होके company has rallied. I have traded that. If I remember the name, I'll share that later. There was one company which got listed underlisted, and after underlisting, it came much downside. After a long time, it started rallying, and once it crossed its IPO price, it has given excellent return.
मैप माई इंडिया
Prince Pipes. Look at this. 200 say it has come all the way to 97, and then once it crossed those highs, 200 to all the way till 800. Its IPO was at 178. Here. Could not sustain above IPO price, gave down, and once it crossed those highs of IPO or before that, this is the only parameter as of now I look at, because it does not have some good history associated with it. एक pullback आने दो stock को, unless you are fundamental too good, जैसा डीमार्ट के वैसे कंपनी IRCTC के, ये रेगुलर नहीं मिलते IPO में. बाकी सब कंपनी में अक्सर एक pullback मिलेगा. Pullback के बाद में जब वो earlier highs cross करते, that's the right time to enter them. Whether it comes after 3 months, whether it comes after 6 months, whether it comes after 1 year or so, whatever. Even I think IRCTC has given a pullback towards its IPO price. IPO price नहीं आया, but after listing, it was one way rally and then gave pullback. And once next time it crossed the 400, this is after split or so, it rallied all the way till 1200. There is one more, Polycap, my favorite. Post IPO down move. Although this is above IPO price, this 550 is also above IPO price, or approximately towards the IPO price. And then it rallied. Pullback in 2020, again rallied. Polycab India Limited. I don't know how many remember or know this company about. It was earlier into cables like Finolex or Havels or others. Right now it is into many consumer white goods products. Fans भी आते हैं, lights भी आते हैं, अब बहुत से चीज आते हैं. Earlier it was into cables only. Well managed company, good management. This is one criteria which we can look at. Let it settle down. भाग के लेने से better है, unless you have too confidence on the company. Let it settle down. Pull back आएगा, उसके बाद में हाई निकालता है तब एंट्री मारने का. उसमें ये पुल बैक में पूरी जनता आउट हो जाएगी. Clear? Anything more? So once again निफ्टी के एक बार लेवल्स देख लेंगे. So from trading perspective, the immediate view for the Nifty is look for the longs as long as 15,950 is defended. 950, 900 का लो ये सब बन जाएगा. As long as this is defended, look for the longs for a potential target of 16,800. Once 5,900 goes away, this will be a move which got created over here will be reversed back very fast, and a 15,200 might break and give a target toward 14,200, 300. ये जो रेंज ब्रेक होगा उसका भी टारगेट क्रिएट होगा 1000 पॉइंट, which also may give around same. Monday or Tuesday is very important. If we do not get a follow through about this, or we see volume built up coming over here, then we need to be little alert. Till then all is fine. 15,900 जब तक होल्ड करता है 16,800 के टारगेट के लिए ट्रेड कर सकते हैं. And once this 16,800, 17,000 is crossed, the next target comes around 17,400, 500, this level. फर्स्ट लेवल फर्स्ट 16,800 पहले निकालने दो, फिर देखते हैं आगे का. Till then, any fresh update we'll be sharing definitely in either in Charts पे चर्चा video or through tweets or group. ग्रुप वालों को तो डेफिनेटली अपडेट मिल जाएगा डेली. No issue with them. Anyone any more queries? Do remember दो important topics जो डिस्कस किए स्टार्टिंग में, 34 EMA and first hour high and low. One of the best tools to trade. ट्रेडिंग के लिए बहुत ही अच्छे फायदा मिलता है उससे. You can try to inculcate these strategies, these levels are through your existing strategy. You will get an advantage to it. फर्स्ट आवर हाई लो पे अगर आपको कुछ ट्रेड अपॉर्चुनिटी नहीं मिल रहा है, पुल बैक का कुछ तो भी अपॉर्चुनिटी मिल रहा है, और आपके स्ट्रेटजी में उसको TSL के तरह यूज कर सकते हो. एनीथिंग 34 EMA, one of the excellent one. Whenever you have a big gap opens, those are the time to track them. Apart from this, whenever there is any other mean reversal pending, I'll definitely tweet on that or share on them. As of now, there is nothing in the near future. because of some overlapping moves of the market, where market is giving regular tests of the EMS, whether it's any time frame. That's it for today. I hope there are no more queries. We'll have some very good learning session within next month. Till then, if you have any more queries, you can still WhatsApp me. You can get it cleared. Hope the session was helpful to learn something new.
Always the case, Anand. Yeah, thanks a lot. Appreciate your time and effort in educating us. So,
Thank you,
thanks
everyone. Thank you for the Saturday morning time.
Yeah.